We're at the Birmingham Bloomfield Art Center in Birmingham, Michigan, and we're going to see several shows. This first one is the work of Susan Campbell and Lynne Avadenka, all work courtesy of Lemberg Gallery and curated by Zdzislaw Sikora. This is Susan Campbell's work, Cloud Atlas Study 5. And these are pieces by Lynne Avadenka. I showed some of her work at her show at the Lemberg Gallery a few weeks ago. Relief prints from wood type high rule. This is by Susan Campbell, Atmosphere number 2. It's more of Lynne's work called Plain Song. These are relief prints. You know, as I always say, if you're in town, this is to give you an insight. You have to come and see this work in person because of the surfaces you just can't get that from a photographic reproduction or a video. Susan Campbell, Good and Bad Days. If you were here, you could see that this has wood grain. And these pieces are actually perforated. Sue Campbell's work, Winds Aloft. It's so wonderful to see what you can do with the print medium. I think when the majority of people think of printmaking, they think of, oh, come up and see my etchings. But it is so much more than that. And with these, the perforations create these shadows on the wall, even though the pieces are flush to the wall, that you just have to see in person. Well, this is an installation by Lynne. Occam's Alphabet. Relief prints from wood type. What I like about seeing the work of either of these artists in an exhibition is that they are always experimenting, they are always doing something new and different within the lexicon of their works. And they go from wall work to book to sculptural presence. This is by Lynne, What Cannot Be Said, powdered graphite, pencil, and stencils. And you look inside, and shadows and the values are just so beautiful. This is Susan's work in collaboration with Oscar Hoff called Pavement, a public area or thoroughfare where signs and symbols become part of a larger inventory of things. Edition of 9 in these really wonderfully crafted boxes. And each box holds a scroll. The whole exhibition is contemplative, and you can almost say quiet, but that's because I'm here by myself. I can imagine that there was a lot of talk at the opening. I wish I could have gone. Here's another book by Lynne. This time on a shelf flush through the wall. Silent reading, powdered graphite, pencil, and stencils. And this last one we're going to look at is another series of cloud atlases by Susan Campbell, brushed ink on paper. I'm really drawn to these because there's a certain thing in my own work that I'm drawn to, atmosphere, but one that's much more volatile, dealing with tornadoes and weather that is visually destructive. Well, that's the first show at the BBAC that we're going to look at. And now we're going to go to number 2. But this one is something that you've got to come out and see.